All right, welcome everybody to the Angry Black Atheist Podcast. I am your host, Rakeem, the Angry Black Atheist himself. Today, I have my three co-hosts. They're all either angry, black, or atheists, or all three combined. First up, we have Dash of Death.
Hey.
Next up, we have JJ.
Hello.
And finally, and last but not least, we have Holly.
Hi.
So, just one by one, give a little bit of info about yourself. Go with Dasher first.
Well, I'm black, I'm agnostic, and my opinions go with the flow.
Well, okay. JJ.
Hi. Shit. Put me on the spot.
You're worthless. He's worthless. That's his description.
Yeah. I'm sorry to all the people I am currently about to disappoint.
That sums him up in a nutshell. Let's go to Holly.
Hey, I'm much better worded, it seems.
That's not saying much.
I am an atheist. I am angry on occasion. And I am a bit of an accidental activist.
You gotta love those accidental activists.
Yeah, I mean, you don't do it on purpose, but when life hands you a lot of angry Christian emotions, then you, I guess, cook with them or make angry Christian lemonade.
Angry Christian lemonade. I wonder what that tastes like. Sin, most likely.
I was going to assume banana pudding, but that's what they made at my family's church.
That was the best part about going to church.
The food. The Christ food.
So good. But, it wasn't that good. I went to white church.
I will say, white church has the best desserts.
Oh, yeah. That's
Black
all we do. It's sugar.
Full.
But black church is much more entertaining.
But you get the itis afterwards. Like, you have to sleep.
Also, from all that jumping around, you're just fucking tired.
My last couple of years as a Christian, I actually went to this really weird black church in Jackson, Mississippi, where there was a weird, non-charismatic white preacher, and it was the strangest thing I'd ever seen in my life. But it was everyone who went there was black, but they acted like a half black church. Like they could only be so excited, or else God would get mad. And
it's like a Christian boner. Like, it's okay if you get a little excited, but if you get too excited, like, God doesn't want it.
Yeah.
It's like God's playing just a tip.
It's like Catholicism. If it feels good, stop.
Okay.
Well, I was going to explain what this podcast is usually about, but hey, we jump right into it. But normally this will be about it's more of your just talk around roundtable type podcast, religion, politics, social stuff, just the works. Whatever we have on our minds is what you'll get.
Oh, God.
Hey, none of that here.
Hope you're skilled enough to edit out all my stumbling and rambling.
No, we're leaving it in. You're going to fuck up.
You're just mad because I beat you at games all the time.
I'm mad because I'm black. That's why I'm mad.
And he's short. He's just a short, angry black man. So you should be a comedian, huh?
I hate you all.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, Holly, you're still good.
Don't worry,
See,
there's still time.
Despite the anger, I'm actually kind of the nice one.
Yeah, you are the nice one. That's why you're here.
That depends. If it's not on Facebook, I'm pretty nice.
Not to some people.
Those people deserve it.
We're gonna have him on here at least once, right? No names yet, but we're gonna have him on here at least once.
The red man.
He'll just be known as the red one for now. That should be interesting. So, I actually want to bring something up. I posted it on Facebook. I know you, some of y'all saw it. So, Medgar Evers' brother, Charles Evers, did this whole interview where he came out in support of Donald Trump. And that blew my goddamn mind.
I mean, people historically like to make bad choices. So...
Oh, I mean, yeah people make shit choices all the time.
So, yeah.
But, I mean, you're the brother of Medgar Evers, one of the highest profile civil rights assassinations in history. And you support someone that's just clearly espousing some of the most racist BS we've had in years.
Well, either he's broke or they're blackmailing him, baby.
I don't think it's that complicated.
I just think it speaks to the people being so angry at the corruption in the government. He knows Trump isn't bought by anybody but Trump. So almost everyone else in the campaign is bought. Plus, back in the 1960s, the Republican Party was, or before the Civil Rights Movement, black people were predominantly Republican because Southern whites were Democrat, because during the Civil War, Abraham Lincoln was Republican.
Yeah, but it's like he just didn't listen to, like, he hasn't listened to anything. He just, like, chose him because of, I guess, background. I mean,
like, we can all agree that Donald Trump is the scum of the earth, but actually, List thinks that he said specifically about black people. He'll make fun of poverty, or he'll make fun of Muslims or Jews, but everything he's said about black people, like, outright, has been positive, even though his ideas are ultimately negative.
True. I mean, he hasn't out and out called anybody the N-word yet. So props.
But as we're all minorities, and I think we should always, view us as a whole. Like, if you're gonna just want.
Well, look at the Nazi Party in the 1930s before Hitler had all the people he didn't like assassinated. They had Jewish members.
Yeah.
Very, very true. Like, I agree with what Sam said. I mean, we're all minorities, and you feel like we should be on the same team. I mean, we're being oppressed by the same people. But, unfortunately, a lot of people don't see it that way. That's like how so many black people are so against homosexuals. Or, I don't know how many country black folks that I know personally just don't like Mexicans. It's crazy.
This may sound a little weird. We don't have a lot of Mexicans in the state, so I don't understand where like a rural black person in Mississippi would gain the hatred of Mexicans.
Exactly. Like, they only know like 5 of
10.
them.
Well, it's because they don't encounter them all the time that you're running into problems. It's easy to hate people that you don't know closely.
Yes, like, you just don't, like, all they hear is, oh, Mexicans are taking all the jobs, and they just, well, the reason I must not have a job is because there's a Mexican taking it, even though you never saw a Mexican even around here.
That is like the easiest excuse that they use. Like, if that's not even a job you actually want, you just say that.
I mean, that's
usually what happens.
That's true. I mean, that's all about easy excuses. I mean, that's what a lot of the racism people see is based on, easy excuses. You have a problem and you blame it on someone else. Like JJ was saying with the Nazis, that's what set the Holocaust out. They had problems and they blamed it on the Jews. They took an easy answer and decided to go crazy with it.
I think every race may be a little bit guilty of that.
Oh, yeah.
You blame the whole instead of the individual.
I mean, humanity sucks, man.
I hate when people say that,
easier
like,
to
about
divide
humanity
people than
sucking.
keep them together.
Like,
Well, I try to defend humanity sometimes. You know me, Holly.
you don't defend humanity ever. You like to say that, but all you're talking about is how much we suck all the time. I want to thump you and remind you that you're part of us.
I know. I'm like Rocket Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy. Screw you guys, but I'm gonna fight for you.
Fuck you all, but I'm gonna do the right thing.
Exactly.
I always
one of those things
like
I've been
see
thinking
the
about.
worst. What?
Oh no, you go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say I always see the worst in people, and I'm always pleasantly surprised when I see the best. But I always try to give out the best whenever I like encounter people. Like, here's a little joy in the darkness.
I'm a shitbag.
One of the things I think about a lot is how, like, a lot of us always talk about, like, how we, like, try to do so much good, but most of us don't actually do anything. Like, I'm totally guilty of all this. Like, I'm super loud, and I write really loud opinions, but I don't actually do anything. Like, better society or the world or have you.
See, Holly's the nice one on this podcast.
I'm just saying, if we're going to criticize, we at least need to have an eye turned toward ourselves and how awful
no.
we
That's
are.
one who doesn't do anything.
That's like I said. That's what you're here for. You're here to call us on some bullshit if you see it.
Well, isn't it?
Yeah,
Don't you smell it?
If you can't judge yourself, you can't really judge anybody else either.
True. But nobody wants to judge themselves.
That's the hard part.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
I think, honestly, that's where, like, depression helps. Like, that's the only good thing you get out of depression is it's really easily to judge yourself. Like, if someone asks for a list of everything that I dislike about myself, I can give you that. So it's, like, easier for me to see how much how my friends suck in ways that are constructive, not in bitchy ways. If that makes sense.
oh yeah, it makes perfect sense.
I can honestly say I'm selfish, and I'm okay with being selfish.
What kind of selfish, though?
Like
Like the red man kind?
The red man.
Well, you referred to him as that, so I don't want to use his name.
That's a joke.
without
I
his
need to be
permission.
filmed.
You'll get it later. We'll
He's a
inform
friend
you
of ours.
later.
He's a
Okay.
hardcore libertarian.
Why?
we said the same thing.
I hope he doesn't like roads or hospitals or empathy.
He's weird. He's weird. We're gonna have him on eventually. Like he'll get a chance to speak his mind.
To answer your question, like, if it would be like the betterment of mankind or the betterment of my family, I will always choose myself and my family. I will always choose myself over the greater good.
See, I'm just the opposite. Like, I will never choose myself over the greater good.
I agree with
But you do have
on
to
that.
pay, though. Like, here, we're going to get, like, for example, for the better good would be taking care of the environment, like doing little things that deprive yourself but are better for the environment. But we don't do that. Like, who actually recycles every time they're supposed to? Like,
Yeah.
who actually donates as much to charity as possible? When you got free time, you know what you're doing? You're watching Game Grumps. You're not volunteering.
True.
When I got free time,
So
I'm usually
you're actually
ranting on Facebook.
Yeah, like that's putting yourself first. So, Mr. Save the World.
Not necessarily, because I'm trying to convince people to vote for Bernie Sanders instead of Hillary Clinton.
Well, yeah,
I
but
actually
that's
started volunteering on the weekends.
Are y'all phone banking? Like y'all going door to door? Otherwise, y'all just like me. We all talk, but we're not actually doing anything.
Well,
that's not
here's
true.
the thing. There's a difference between, like, there's a balance. Now we aren't doing enough. That is sure, but we also can't be going, okay, we're gonna do all of this to save the world constantly. I mean, we're also
We have to pay bills and
yeah,
such
like we're also individuals. Like we're individuals
Well, yeah, like, you
and
have
part
to
of the
work
whole.
and stuff. But like, what are you actually actively doing other than talking? And this is me too.
Donating money.
I'm 100% guilty of this. See, like I've donated money to Bernie Sanders as well, because like I've got third degree burns. But like, what are like other than like, so if you donated money, we can have a tally mark in our section. Or for the other people, like what are we actually doing other than using words? And this is coming from the writer, you know. I'm the opinion editor of the DM. I am like published on numerous sites, like someone whose entire career thus far has been nothing but spewing words. Like
no more.
Yeah, like unfortunately, you have to do what you can when you can. Like, I'm poor. Like, it's hard for me to do different stuff, and with work, it's even hard to go out and try to volunteer and do extra stuff. But when I see a chance to do something, and I'm able to do it, I'm able to do it. And I'm trying to work towards a life where I can do more, and hopefully that doing more will be my life. Like, I want to live a life where trying to save the world is what I'm doing constantly. But unfortunately, at this point in my life, I can't quite do that.
I'm in the same boat. I am just recently financially stable enough to support myself where I can actually donate money to political causes that I support. And hopefully in the near future, I'll actually have more time and more money to be able to do such things.
I'm so broke it's scary, but all I have are my words. So I usually try to talk to my family members and tell them all the good he's going to do. I try to talk to my coworkers who are mostly voting for Trump, and even though I feel attacked at work because they are all Trump supporters, I still keep speaking up my mind. And most of my family is just going to vote for Hillary, and I'm trying to tell them not to automatically just vote for a Clinton, to actually look at the facts. But everyone's hard-headed, so I just keep spewing the same things over and over again. I keep sharing on Facebook. I guess that can help because I'm trying to get the word out as much as I possibly can to people who may not know. But that's all I can do right now.
And so I think that's the thing. Like Holly said, I mean, words are words, but sometimes words can be the most powerful weapon and the only thing you can do at the time. Words can shape the world. Words can be as powerful as action. And you have to find that balance of taking action and using your words. My whole career path is going to be based on words mostly because I'm going into law, but action through words. I mean, every revolution that has ever existed on this planet has a basis in words, manifestos. That's what starts the fire. The
pen is mightier than the sword is a common saying.
Exactly. So
perhaps a lot of this is coming from sort of my pointing the eye at myself and wanting to point it at other people, because I often feel really guilty about my contribution to activist movements because I write a lot, and I have several different platforms where I can support my voice and get it out there to thousands of people, but it feels like that's
not enough.
Yeah, it feels like I'm doing that as a cop-out because to me that's not much. Like if I'm going to spit out a 2,000 word column, that's a couple hours of writing and editing. There's not a lot of danger in that, other than every once in a while I'll get a Confederate guy try to add me on Facebook and send me mean words. But like words, they don't hurt me, so I don't know what they change. You
also don't know who all's going to read that and how it's going to affect them. You could change somebody's life and never even know about it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't think you're doing as much as you can, but I mean, just one or two people changing their opinions, changing their lives for the better. That's a hell of an impact.
I mean, I would love to go march, but I'm not going to get paid to go. I don't know how I'm going to afford to go. and in the end, I feel like it'll do more harm to the cause because I will be out, as in completely out and homeless, to the cause than to one day get financially stable where I can help more.
See,
most of the people who had participated in marches and stuff weren't wealthy people. Like,
I know.
If it was only people that had time to take off work to do the marches, then no one would have marched.
Yeah.
And also those people, a lot of the time they would get arrested, and I mean their lives would go to shit. So that's back on the thing. Do you sacrifice yourself or go for the greater good?
You just have to figure out where the line is.
And it's scary. That's the thing. It's frightening. And you really just have to kind of decide for yourself.
Yeah, you got to find out where the line is of how much you can give without completely... How much you can give without deterring being able to do more good in the future.
Right. It's like my mom always told me, like, I would probably end up getting assassinated.
My parents told me to hide and just, go slow, do what I have to do to survive.
My mom told me to marry rich.
That was great advice.
These are the backgrounds we come from. We have, you're getting assassinated, you go hide, and you marry rich and don't worry about anything.
Marrying rich doesn't work well for us men.
Miss Judgmental has to bow out because I have to take care of my sister. But y'all have fun for the rest of the time.
Oh yeah, we only got a few more minutes, so it was nice having you on. We'll see you next time.
Alrighty.
All right, rest of you still good?
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all about finding balance. Because I know all of you, and I'm pretty sure the listeners are going to eventually know all of you. I know you want to do good.
No, I'm actually starting to feel a little bad. Like, I should have spent like $3 donated instead of $3 to go get me some junk food.
You should feel bad. It was bad, and you should feel bad.
Come on, Sam. Bernie, the average donator gives $27. You can give $27.
I got $5 last week about this.
No, she can't get She can't get $27. She can get $2.70 maybe.
Like, I'm just hoping the car doesn't run out of gas, or I run out of food, or something weird happens where I'm gonna have to somehow gather up change that's more than $5.
And this is socialism. This is why we need socialism, guys.
40 hours a week. But luckily my job gives me health benefits, and I get to pay a little over minimum wage. That's pretty damn good in the state of Mississippi.
Yeah, but that's like being the smartest kid with Down syndrome.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I live in a town where I have a good job, but unfortunately, the people who have more money than me pay more rent. So the nice places to live, the safe places to live, decide to up their rent just to attract more of those people instead of the people who are working class.
So what you're saying is, it's almost like you should have some kind of wage that you could live on, some sort of living wage.
I know, but I didn't finish college, so I shouldn't have that right. I mean, I'm actively trying to go and pay for it myself, but
So you're saying you might need education at an affordable price, or even free, so you can better your life.
I know. How dare I with that?
You're so damn lazy.
I have learned in the last year that if you really want to make money, the best way to do it is working for yourself somehow.
Become a prostitute. Oh, no one liked my answer? Okay.
I don't like the customers I would have to take to be a prostitute. Plus, I don't think I'm really pretty enough.
You would literally have to take them.
That, at the opinion of me, selling my womb to rich people who wanted to have children.
She'd be a baby whore.
Hey, it means I don't have sex with random people. Just a random machine.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with having sex with random people if it's for fun and money.
Fun and money.
Yep. Or money, either one. Fun or money. Fun and money.
Yeah, but there are laws to stop me from doing that, but not laws for me to stop from getting pregnant. There actually should be laws to stop some people from getting pregnant.
Oh, you're getting into dangerous territory there.
Yeah, where do you draw the line there?
I just, want to be able to afford myself before I can afford a kid. That's just my opinion. It's not a law.
All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping up here. Any last words?
Feel the burn.
Nope.
Feel the burn and nope. All right. Well, this has been the first broadcast of the Angry Black Atheist. Once again, I am Rakeem. We had Dash of Death, JJ, and Holly, who had to dip out on us early. But hopefully, after this podcast, we're going to have many more, and probably longer, because we talk too much. And we're going to need a lot of time. So,
just
from
wait
all
till
of
the
us
red man
here,
shows up. We'll need a lot of time.
we're going to need a lot of time, yeah. This was just really a test. But, yeah, we're going to need a lot of time. Like I was going to say, for all of us here, have a good night.